The French have always been masters at building fine-handling hot hatches, and the Renaultsport Megane 265 is the personification of French sportiness.
Renault has given the three-door version of its family hatch a completely different body, and the result is a compact coupe. In Renault Sport form, it gets some racy trim, such as splitters at the front and at the rear, a large central exhaust, and some huge alloy wheels. Inside, it's quite familiar to the normal Megane, and so is built with good quality materials. However, there are various cues to the car's performance potential. My favourite addition are the optional Recaro sport seats, which stop you rolling around the cabin under hard cornering.
And really, this car is all about the corners. This particular model is the Cup version, so it has a lowered stiffened suspension and a limited slip differential, which locks the front wheels together for maximum traction under hard acceleration. Do you know what? Overall, I don't think any other front-wheel drive car provides a perfect blend of grip, playful agility and excellent feedback as this particular model.
The Renault Sport Megane can't just do corners though, it can also blow most of the cars away in a drag race. The 2-litre turbo engine is an absolute beast. It has 265 horsepower, hence the car's name. 0 to 62 miles an hour is done in just 6 seconds, and top speed is 153 miles an hour.
Renault really has done a great job with this engine. Some turbo units suffer from lag, this one doesn't at all. It pulls cleanly right down at the bottom end of its rev range and it races to the red line, so you basically get the best of both worlds. And, as you'll hear now, it also makes a very good noise. Now, one of the problems you get with high-performance front-wheel drive cars is that they suffer from torque steer, which is when you put your foot down, the steering wheel wobbles about in your hands. Now, Renault have tried to get around that with something called Pervo Hub, which is essentially a clever front suspension system. And it does a pretty good job. So what I'm going to do is put the car into second gear, and I'm going to accelerate hard, but I'm only going to hold the wheel with my thumb and forefinger, and we'll see what happens. It's barely moving, look at that. I say this car has almost no torque steer, which is incredible.
This neatly brings us onto the brakes, which are made by Brembo and have plenty of stopping power. There's lots of airbags and anti-skid control to prevent you spinning the car if you get things wrong, though it can be turned off completely if you want to play about on the track.
So then, this car is pretty great. And it is. However, it does have some downsides, and one is the fact that the ride is just so firm, it just bounces you about all over the place if the road's anywhere near bumpy, and after a while you get a bit of an achy back. Now, you can get a softer suspension setup if you go for a normal version without the Cup's chassis, but really, that's not the point of this car, is it?
Anyway, the Renault Sport Megane is never going to be the most practical hot hatch. Headroom in the back is very tight, and it doesn't have rear doors like a Ford Focus ST does. Also, the boot is smaller than a Vauxhall Astra VXR's, and the rear visibility is even worse.
And then there's the fact that Renaults aren't exactly famed for their reliability. However, they are well known for their safety record, and this car actually holds its value very well come resale time because, well, it's not too surprising really, because it's such great fun. And overall, c'est très bon, monsieur. Sorry.